The text is not very funny, I see. And I'm studying archaeology and political science, so you will find that in the text, and it will approximately be 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And lastly, you can decide whether it has something to do with war and peace. So it's an open question. The title is Goethe Dämmerung, or the Twilight of Civilization. A normal afternoon in tranquility at the Institute of Classical Archaeology near Königsplatz. Through broken windows, the dusty air with a burning smell has infiltrated the entire atrium. Papers gilded with magnificent lines of Sophocles and Virgil are dancing with the wind between ancient statues, orchestrating a requiem for civilization. Without electric lighting, those sculptures now look ever more dignified and graceful. Their demeanors, whether it is fortitude, valor, exaltation, or anguish, disappear, tribulation, never seems so appealing for spectators suffering under an ongoing catastrophe. Run away, I start to try, only to find no sign of life is still on the once bustling streets, under the bright sky completely in sulphuric orange. Bypass the obelisk at Karolinenplatz and then have taken to Schellingstrasse as well. 2 years ago, my life in Munich began from here, with the aspiration of anchoring into the human past in order to find better solutions for today's problems. Upon entering historical, associated memories overwhelm me immediately. Like the enlightened exchange we had at Professor Metzner Lipzig's seminar about whether warfare is a peculiarity of civilization, or my enthusiastic presentation on ancient Anatolia, on how the systems of late Bronze Age severely curtail society's ability to cope with climate change, with the once unshakable conviction of changing the real world for the better. Changing the real world for the better, but our planet is already in ruins. Walking through the dark corridor, suddenly my feet hit something like a stone. It turns out to be a cuneiform tablet originally authored by the last king of Ugarit, an ancient metropolis in modern-day Syria. Touching those enigmatic signs gives me the feeling that those 3,000 years between us are so easily surmountable. Accordingly, I can't help but to dread out the last line. When you see this letter, my city is already in rubble. May you know it. May you know it. Tremendous emotions are surging in my heart as this letter is indeed addressing the current Armageddon. In a rush, I take a marker and begin to write Egyptian hieroglyphs on the wall with the expectation that for creators who will discover this in the future, logograms would be more comprehensible than the Latin alphabet. Thus I write, here is room 427, where for innumerable times my classmates and I have discussed the decline and fall of great civilizations. Babylonians, Hittites, Assyrians, Persians, and so on. Paradoxically, unbelievably, but still undeniably, we have fallen into the same fate because just as I'm finishing that sentence, a huge explosion looms from the remote horizon. Like a hurricane, its radiations swept through this lifeless concrete jungle. Before that heat wave finally devours me, my last thought is when I met our ancestors in other worlds, and they asked me why lessons from previous failures of human history hadn't prevented our extinction, what should I reply?